Lou here. You all loved my video on Lost Media in the Vocaloid community, which, by the way, thanks everyone for the updates on some of the found songs in that video. I really appreciate it. Today, let's take a look at some Lost MMD videos and models. Huge disclaimer here not to harass anyone for answers on why their models, series, or motions are gone, guys. I mean, yeah, some of these people can't really get in touch anymore, but please don't go out and harass anyone mentioned in this video. While not a disclaimer, I'll be taking a look at a lost series, lost models, and motions. Now, obviously, I'm not going over every piece of lost MMD media here. There is an infinite amount of MMD content online, and so there's a whole ass abyss of lost content there, so if I miss anything, be sure to let me know down below. ES Nageki no Maipi models. Lost MMD models are a dime a dozen in this community, from this Ash from Banana Fish model I have, Rose and Maiden models, and more. It's really easy for models to be lost in this community. Hell, I even have my own lost MMD models, like my first self model and this YYB styled model I did of the concert version of Daughter of Evil Rin. One of these lost models that makes me sad is by the model maker ES Nageki no Mai. Mainly because I think these models look really nice and have a lot of potential. I mean, yes, these models were not very expressive, but I think with a bit more tweaking, they would have been great. This modeler was also great at making some really snazzy clothes, by the way, as seen with my Mystic Messenger models made with ES Nageki no Mai P models. Now, originally, they distributed some pre-made models and then some bases, including an outfit and body that you could just plop a head on, except for some reason, I can't find these models or their page anymore. Even when I did, the link is expired and unable to be recovered, which was definitely a challenge when I wanted to go over and look for a different head when I made my Ainosuke Shindo and Tadashi Kikuchi models from Skate the Infinity. Though I believe all these models were intended to be available for a limited time, so that's probably why they're gone and stuff, because the links expired. Except there were some that were up for a few years, so I don't know if there were some intended to be up forever that just got randomly taken down from an expired link or what. It really sucks though. I genuinely really liked these models, but I should be grateful that I have these models at all rather than never having these models at all. Yeah, in case it wasn't obvious from this video, I am an absolute hoarder for MMD models because I'm just a sucker for variety on my channel. Nerudora's models. Nerudora is decently well known in the MMD community already for their famous Attack on Titan models used in millions of MMD videos, especially in 2013 when Season 1 was still airing, as well as this gorgeous Ritsu Namine Eve model that's one of my favorite Ritsu models to use. Now, Nerudora has done some animations, specifically this animation of Ding Dong by MikuMikuDance TS, I hope I got that right, which we all can agree is iconic and a surprisingly great usage of Animasa-styled models. Another thing is that Nerudora constantly deleted their own videos on Nico Nico and YouTube. This includes the Ding Dong video I mentioned, Clarity by Zed with Ritsu Namine, Numb by Linkin Park with Attack on Titan models, and I believe Face by Nikki. The biggest issue and the subject of this portion, though, are the dozens of lost Nerudora models in the style of the modeler Z7DEF. These models include several Vocaloid models, some Fate Stay Night characters, and all of these Attack on Titan models right here. Pretty much their entire library. When you try to download any of these models, it'll tell you it's a private file on Bullroll and you'll be unable to download them. I will say there's hope they can be recovered or found because I do have the Vocaloid models and Ritsunamine models personally, but I don't feel comfortable redistributing someone else's models without permission, so unless someone can convince Nerudora to re-upload their models, or maybe even find out why these models were taken down despite Nerudora being as active in the MMD community as last year, maybe there's a chance, you know? Though I'm gonna be honest here that I honestly think it was just because people were redistributing edits and models themselves without Nerudora's permission, since that's usually the case, since I saw that a lot earlier with Nageki no Mai P. I'm kind of sad these models are lost though. I mean, yeah, they're not super advanced like Sour, TDA, YYB, or even Jinomu, but I always found these models were really nice, and with the right shading, they have a ton of potential and some damn good looking models, especially the Ritsu models. Their model of Ritsu Eve in particular is my favorite Ritsu Namine model that I love to use when I make content with Ritsu. Noise by Len Ren Twin. This was a pretty unique series, taking place in a world where each Project Diva model costume was its own separate character named after the costume rather than being Len, Rin, Miku, etc. The main character was Len's CL outfit from A Soundless Voice, and CL had a romance sort of going on with Blue Moon Len from To the End of Infinity and Rocky. I can't sit here and say this 100% counts as a self-cessed series because of how open to interpretation Vocaloid is, and how Len is more just a design to use rather than a character. But you have to admit, it is a little weird seeing romance of just Len in different outfits and hairstyles. It's a little weird, but I liked it. The original run of the series was CL transferring to Norikawa High School, where he's rooming with Black Star Rin and Innocent Miku from Acute. Black Star, Blue Moon, and a gender-swapped Rin and Innocent used to be in a rock band together, but then something happened to the lead singer slash ex-boyfriend of Blue Moon. CL tries to pull the band back together, while we had a few other characters behind the scenes to give us some hints at maybe what was happening or what happened to the previous singer. I think there was also a slight romance going on between stylish Energy Len and student council officer Len. That was definitely a choice. Besides everyone but CL having very strange names and a pretty simple but vague story, I thought it was cute. I mean, when the series had announced a reboot, I actually tried auditioning for it. I mean, I didn't get a role, but I mean, you can tell I really liked it if I even wanted to be part of the project. If you're wondering who I auditioned for and you happen to have watched this series, I'm pretty sure I auditioned for Innocent Miku, but I also might have tried for another Rin character. I don't 100% remember. However, mysteriously, the series disappeared in its entirety. It's in some MMD playlists I saw on YouTube, and you can still find the channel, but the videos have since been privated and the reboot project has been cancelled. No one is sure why, and honestly, I couldn't find anything on why the series was cancelled and hidden online. I know that there was some slight drama that happened behind the scenes, specifically a particular animator and modeler for the gender-swapped Rin, known as Rinto, had some drama, and they were heavily involved in the visuals from what I could tell. I know one of them was the controversy of gender swaps. Call me stupid, but I don't get why gender swaps are problematic. I've seen some say it's transphobic, but who is to say that a gender swap can't be trans? I don't know, I'm just too open-minded on character design prompts, so I don't see the problem. Though I will admit that Rinto as a concept is kinda dumb. If you want a gender-swapped Rin, Len is literally right there, since the entire concept of Rin and Len was that they are mirrored images of each other. Of course, that's just me. You can view Rinto and Lenka however you like. However, that person, whose name I seriously can't remember, wasn't the only animator though. A ton of big names in the MMD community at this time were involved in this, especially Cracker Barrel 1000 if you guys remember her incredible motions back in the day. It's possible it was just all pulled because the creator felt embarrassed about the whole thing. I even tried looking up the creator, Len Ren Twin, who did fan dubbing impressions of Len, and the entire channel poofed too, so honestly, I think the creator was just done with the project and Vocaloid entirely, which is sad. This project felt like such a love letter to the Vocaloid community and a testament to its creativity, so it's sad that no one has this series anymore to show the potential of the community. Mamama's Lost Vocaloid Models. Mamama is a pretty popular modeler back in the day of the MMD community, which was about over a decade ago. Everyone was using Mama's Appearance Miku, Kaito, and regular Miku models like everywhere. Not to mention her Gumi model. Everyone still uses her Gumi model today, by the way, which is just fantastic. Hell, I even made my own edits of Mamama's models, like with Aoba from Dramatical Murder, and my slow motion Miku model I still have up for download. One thing I've always been told I've never been able to find actual proof of existing is the other characters Mamama has allegedly made models of, specifically Rin and Len. Quite a few people online, even on Twitter, have mentioned these models did exist, but I can't find proof of them existing anywhere. I mean, yeah, there's edits of models to look like Rin and Len in her style, but I mean, she actually made Rin and Len models in her style. According to the wiki, she also made Gakupo and Iya, which again, super weird. I can't find any of this shit according to the wiki. I don't know if the wiki's accurate, but I want to say it is. I mean, hell, her icon on Twitter shows Luca and an appearance-styled Len, but I have never found a download or any other images beyond this single Twitter icon that they exist. Hi, so it's been about a week and a half since I recorded this video, and I'm actually including this here because, as it turns out, there is video footage of the Gakupo Mamama model made. I was browsing Twitter in my downtime, as I usually do, and somebody actually shared a video showcasing a demonstration of the Gakupo and Lily Mamama models, which is just crazy that video footage exists when I thought this entire time nothing existed for them. As well as the Luca cover artist, skinny legend Luca Megurine, also shared a picture Mamama had posted at some point teasing for a appearance-styled Luca Megurine model, which is again the model I mentioned, but this time it's a full body shot instead of like tiny profile picture with Len. I just wanted to interrupt and share that A, I'm not crazy and it turns out these models did exist, and B, because I had a gut feeling that people probably would have added it to me and mentioned it to me on both the YouTube comments to this video and Twitter, so yeah. Okay, so back to the video. I know Mamama kind of scrubbed everything off beyond her Kaito, Miku, Gumi, Meiko, and Yuzuki Yukari model, but it just feels almost suspicious. Not saying we need these models or anything, because just like everything else in this video, I understand why models are taken down, but it'd be cool to at least have an image of them for archival purposes. Even if there's a Gakupo model, which you all know I love and adore Gakupo, you know, I think it's cool. You know, I don't think it's cool to upload a model without the model maker's permission, you know, so I just want pictures of these models to prove they exist. Windows 100% models. So Windows 100% is a Japanese tech magazine that occasionally covered anime and video game topics. It's actually part of a series of magazines, by the way, as there was Android 100% for Android users and Mac 100% for Mac users. So that's cool, I guess, for people who don't really feel a benefit to learning about Windows news if you're a Mac user, and vice versa. Along with MMD models, by the way, they also made Utao for the magazine that are largely considered lost too, so if you want a video on lost Utao, please let me know down below. Starting around 2009 in their demo CDs, they would include exclusive MMD models made by mostly popular model makers at the time like Kakomiki, Isao, Kyo, and Saboten. The magazine would release an exclusive model every month from 2009 until the magazine's model distribution ended around 2016 or 2017. This means a lot of MMD models are now currently unattainable as they were exclusive to Windows 100% and not everyone managed to get a hold of these models. Some are super easily available, of course, like Siyu, Mayu, SFA2 Miki, and Lily, thanks to all of these being very popular characters with a lot of models, so people were so desperate for these models for their covers and songs that these people became argy hardies pretty easily on DeviantArt and other websites. Mirai Suenaga, the mascot of the Culture Japan and Smart Doll Company, has also been recovered thanks to everyone's love for the Smart Doll Company and wanting to preserve the evolution of the brand, I guess. As someone who has a doll of Mirai Suenaga, I adore this model and I'm glad it was archived. However, some I have never seen beyond the MMD wiki page. Some of these lost models include Oniko by Kyo, Tomokane by Aonun, and Kokomishina from some mobile game or something by Saboten. A bunch of other models don't even have pictures, and I'm honestly not familiar with this series, so I'm not sure what they look like, but it's a damn shame so many models from this magazine were lost because I actually really love these models. They're all so well made, and you can tell so many of them were commissioned by modelers who put their heart into what they were making, and they're way more detailed than some of their free work. With that, that'll be the end of this video. What did you guys think? Were there any MMD models or videos or motions I missed? Be sure to let me know down below because I'm really curious. It's surprisingly hard to find an MMD video or model is lost when preservation is surprisingly good in this community. As always, let me know down below. Hey guys, thanks for watching! If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new. If any of you would like to help support my channel in any possible way, my Ko-fi page is down below in the description, along with all of my social media. For any subscribers, new or old, who'd like to help with video ideas, or maybe just want to talk about anime or something, I have a fan server linked down below. See you next time!